You received an assignment. You really don't know what to do. How do you find information? How do you get a result that is satisfying for you as well as your lecturer? Go to the library, because in the library you can find everything you need, all the information, as well as all the assistance you need. The library offers you information from databases, where information is grouped together, and you can get access to it very easily once you know how it works. We have international databases as well as South African databases. There is books that you can borrow from the library, but for the distance students as well as the local students, there are many electronic books that you can use for your assignments. The journal articles is also available in electronic as well as printed format. You may borrow 6 books for 2 weeks, and you may renew it twice, provided that no one has requested it someone else, or that it is not long overdue. And you can renew it from your library record. The library offers you so much more than Google. At Google you can find lots of information, but on the library's databases you can get quality information that is organized, and it is scientific information, not what everybody think is good to write and that which should never have been written, or not marketing information. You only find scientific information at the library. Sometimes you find good information on Google, and when you come there tomorrow it is gone, but the information on the library's databases is permanent. And it's free for you, because many good articles on the internet must be paid for. We pay for the databases, and you can get it free. So you get valuable and reliable information from the library that is suitable for research. And remember that Wikipedia is not a source for scientific information. Use it to clarify certain terms for yourself, but you cannot use it as a scientific source. Look at the references there. Sometimes it takes you to other sources that are scientific information that you can use. But before you use information from the internet, you must evaluate it to make sure it is scholarly information. Is there an author that is willing to say, I've written this? Look for the purpose, which purpose it was written. Maybe you start reading at it and you see it is marketing something for you, seeking a willing buyer. Is it presented in scholarly language, in academic style, paragraphs, headings? How is it presented? Are there links to other websites, such as a university or a scholarly journal? And make sure that you use only scientific information. You see there at the bottom, there is a block where I say, click here for guidelines to evaluate information. All these blocks in this presentation is active. When you click there, it will take you to the manual where you can find information on the indicated topic. There are different types of information available in the library: books, journals, theses. Show your lecturer that you consult more than one type of source in doing your assignment. The books in the library are in several categories. The books on the open shelves may be borrowed, where the reference use with an R before the number may only be used in the library. Reserved books is books recommended to you by your lecturer, and we keep it at the counter, as well as the study collections, which are the books that we identified as being used by many students. So we want to prevent, we as well as the lecturers want to prevent that one person borrow the book and the others can't get it. And you just have to ask the staff at the counter, then you can use the book there and return it. Electronic books are available everywhere, from your home it doesn't matter where you are, you will just be prompted for a username and password, which will be your surname and your student number. And always look out for that R in front of the number. When you enter the collection in the library, you will first find the reference books with the R in front of the number, and after that, the books on the open shelves that can be borrowed. The number with which the books are shelved is a subject number. So when you're looking for books on a certain subject, you don't have to go overall through the library's collection. You need to go to one place, and there you will find the books. Also, when you go to find a specific book, remember that this means that books on the same subject will be standing next to it. So it would be good to take a look at the book standing next to the specific book you are looking for. Never go to the shelves without a number. Look in the catalogue and find the school number for the book, then you will find what you are looking for. If you can't find the book on the shelf, always ask the staff, because it may be on the sorting shelves, and then we can assist you with that. And there you have an illustration of how the books are arranged, of how the decimal number works, and the alphabetical number. Always ask us if you can't find something. On the ground level there, in the library, you will find the reference books, books from 0 to 230, and the first section of journals. And on the first floor, you will find books from 230, as well as the rest of the journals. In books, you will find very complete, comprehensive information about a certain subject. Where in journals, you will find short and specific information, much more recent than books usually. When you consult a book and you are looking for information on a certain subject, use the table of contents, which will take you to a certain section. Look at the introduction and the index. At the end, the index is usually at the end of the book, and this will also help you to go directly to the page you need. The bibliography can lead you to other sources on the same subject. Now remember, for your assignments, you must use the Harvard style for bibliographies. You'll find this in the NW referencing guide. You will see there is also guidelines that I compiled for that you can consult for compiling your bibliographies. Make sure that you don't plagiarize. That is against the law, and I'm sure you have also received more than one warning against it. The Copyright Act stipulates that only 10% or one chapter of a book may be copied or scanned. Please stick to this act and don't violate it. You must keep record of your sources you consulted, because for each assignment you do, you must say where did you find that information, and then you have the information ready to do your bibliography. And I've already told you that you can use bibliographies to identify other sources. When you do a search, I will show you later on, use more than one search and more than one database. If, for example, you are looking for information on children, search for children as well as youth. Look out for help options and tips and links that usually help you to find more information. Links usually say something like other works by the same author or other authors on this subject. And do an advanced search. In that way you can search much more specific. There you see is also an information manual on how to plan your information search. When you are working off campus and you want to access the databases or electronic books, you will be asked for a username and password, because you must be verified as a valid user of those information. Your username is your surname and your password is the student number or your identity number. That is because we have a very strict license agreement with the suppliers of the databases that only students and staff of the NWU may have access to our sources. And please contact me if you have problems with getting database access. This is the screen where you will be prompted with, where you can type in your details. When you are looking for a book, search on the catalog for the title. If you can't find it there, please ask us. Maybe we can help you. There you see the manual for how to find a book. How do you search for a journal article? Search on the A to Z list to see whether we have a subscription to the electronic journal. And then you can find it there. If you can't find it there, you search on the catalog for the printed journal, and you can make copies of it in the library or scan it. Again, there is the manual for how to find a journal article. The LibGuide for Theology is a user-friendly, subject-specific tool where you can find all the library services and resources for theology on one place. So you don't have to go to the library's webpage to find the catalog on one place and the databases on another place. Just go to the LibGuide for Theology, where you can find everything on one place. There you have the link, and bookmark it. My students tell me it helps them a lot to bookmark it. One way to get there is to go to the university's webpage. There you see is library. On the library's webpage, you click on LibGuides. There you see it at the red arrow. Under Potchefstroom, you go to either ancient languages on top, or you scroll down to find theology, and there you get the LibGuide. Or you can just type in the link, and you can bookmark it for you. When you Google it, you can just Google NWU LibGuide Theology, and you will find it. Bookmark it, and you will see that it will be your friend throughout your studies. Consult it and use it. And give me tips on how to make it better for you, because I'm continuously working on the LibGuide. Now let's look what can you find at the LibGuide. The LibGuide has several tabs. With every tab you find different information below it. Now we are at the Home tab, and we are going to look what information you can find at this tab. There you see is Ifundi, which you know by this time all the information and communication from your lecturer is there. There you can find the exam papers. There is the NW referencing guide, Afrikaans and English, and you see it is also available in Portuguese and French. We also have Portuguese French students, and we assist them with this. Make sure you use the NW Harvard style, because in this book there are also the style for the law students and the APA style, but you must use the first section of the book, the NWU Harvard style. There is a guide for writing assignments, and there at library account you can renew your books, as well as you can get there your reading history. It keeps record of everything you have borrowed from the library. So if next year you wonder what was that good book I used in my first year, you can go through the list and find it there. There is the information retrieval guide for theology. It explains the LibGuide, also gives links to the databases and manuals that you can use, and there's abbreviations of the biblical books. Now we are at the Books tab, the second one. There is the catalog where you can search for books. You can see there is a manual for how to find a book. It's good to do an advanced search. You see it there below the search block. And then you will get more results. The electronic books are currently included in the catalog to assist students and users while they are doing renovations at the main library, and that is a very easy one-stop now. The ebook center looks like this. do an advanced search, and you get only ebooks as a result. Now we are at the articles tab. To find a specific article, you need to follow those steps. First of all, you go to A to Z and you see whether it is available electronically. If you can't find it there, you search in the catalog to determine whether we can find it. We have it in printed format, in which case you can either just use it or make a copy or scan it in. We have a scanner available in the library. Again, you see there a manual on how to find a specific article. EBSCOhost is a very powerful database and very, very good to use. You see there is also a manual on how to search there. It is a host for lots of databases, and just below there you can see the databases to be selected, and you click on EBSCOhost and you select those databases, and with one search you search on all of those databases. There is the databases to select, and you see what you select depends on the subject you are using. If you are searching for counseling, you also must select those 4 databases I indicated there. For languages, you must include MLA. Now we are at Google Scholar, which is very nice, only scholarly information and nothing to warn you about as I have to do for usual Google. But it is very important that you go through the LibGuide to Google Scholar, because when you go directly to www.google Scholar, you will find less articles in full text. You see there, I have also a manual for how to search on Google Scholar. It has a wonderful opportunity for doing an advanced search. Then you have SAE publications, can you find there? There's also a manual of how to search there, South African journal articles. The next tab is e-reference works, with lots of Bible commentaries in the first tab, first column there. In the second column, there's lexicons and dictionaries for Hebrew, Greek, Latin, and French. You see there Vine's Dictionary, Strong's, Greek and English Lexicon, Lewis and Shore for Latin. There's many sources you can consult. Under dictionaries and encyclopedias, there is the Cambridge Dictionary of Christian Theology, a very nice one to consult for explanations and definitions. Oxford Reference Online gives scientific definitions. It's a combination of all Oxford subject dictionaries. And if you find a term there, you have very nice definitions to use. When you scroll down there, you'll find more encyclopedias and dictionaries, and there you see is also the Forest Dictionaries Afrikaans English and English Afrikaans. Now we are at the Websites and Resources tab. First of all, on the left, we have websites with free information, lots of websites. I have different translations of the Bible there. For every language there, we have a student. On the right, there is free full text resources, many of them. Go and have a look there. There are many sources you can consult. There in the middle, you can have the guidelines you can use to make sure that information from the internet is scientific information. The next tab is the How To tab. There you see manuals on everything you need to know, anything. On the left, I've put all these manuals for you that I've developed, the one we are doing now, and also all the ones I'm referring to in this document. There you see at bibliographies, there's general guidelines for bibliographies. There is how to find almost anything, how to find books, how to find article, how to search on Oxford Reference Online, how to search on databases. Take a look around all these manuals. You'll find it, apart from finding it very interesting, It will open the library world for you, the world of information. For those of you studying ancient languages, I have a tab for it. There is grammar sources, reference works. There you see the important ones. Thesaurus Linguae. For Greek and Latin, Lewis and Short, Liddell and Scott, Lowe and Nida, Strong's, many information that you can consult there. So you will see there is also a Greek funds and a biblical Hebrew for the keyboard. There are many things that you can use there. And then there is also a tab for our Portuguese users. Remember, the library is your friend. We will help you always as far as we can. Don't think you can't find something. Ask us, and our friendly staff will assist you.